Hey guys, YouTuber100 here. And yeah, it's been a while, a little while since I have made a video. It's just that basically, like, for about the last week now, I've had like a sty in my left eye, and yeah, I just like my eye has been like kind of swollen for like the last week. I mean, yeah, you can even like see a little bit, like you can see that like my eye is still like a kind of like glazed off a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of like been this way for like basically for the last week. And so yeah, I just really haven't wanted to make like videos with my eye like this, but yeah, the swelling is going down, so my eye's getting better, and so yeah, I figured like I guess it's like okay if I do videos looking like this now, since like swelling is going down. But yeah, it's just the reason why I've kind of like haven't made a video for a little while, just because of this. Yeah. Alright, but anyway, yeah, so this is a video that I've actually kind of like thought about doing for a little while. For this video, this is going to be about something regarding Avengers Infinity War, which is coming out next May. So, yeah, I'm sure like this is like a really highly anticipated superhero movie by many. I mean, yeah, because, yeah, this is like, yeah, of course, like, it's part of the MCU, so yeah, people love the MCU. And yeah, this one is probably one of the most anticipated ones of all time, of course, like with the Avengers and stuff. And yeah, this one is said to be like really big. But yeah, with all this going on, I actually do have like some concerns with this movie. But yeah, but yeah, this is gonna be about me like talking about what I think is, well, what my biggest concern about this movie is. And my biggest concern with this movie really is that, is this gonna be like too overloaded with like all the characters that are in this movie? Because this movie, this one is actually like said to include absolutely like every like character that has been introduced into the MCU so far. And yeah, so yeah, that's like a really like a lot of characters like in this movie. Like this movie is like said to include like Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Hulk, Hawkeye, Black Widow, Winter Soldier, Scarlet Witch, Falcon, all of the Guardians of the Galaxy, like all the members of them that are in this movie. Like you have like, of course, like Star-Lord, and then there's also Gamora and Nebula and Drax, Rocket, and Groot. So yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy. And yeah, also like said to include like Ant-Man and Spider-Man and Black Panther, Winter Soldier. Did I already say him? Yeah, and like War Machine, Doctor Strange, and yeah, the list could just like go like on and on of how many characters they really are set to include in this film. And basically, like everyone that's really been introduced into the MCU so far, like I've said. And so yeah, with everyone that I've listed, like that's actually like quite a lot of characters here. And I just have the biggest concern, like, is this really gonna be like too overloaded, and is it just gonna be like too overblown with all the characters in this movie? And I mean, don't get me wrong, like, it does, like, sound really, really epic to finally see, like, absolutely everybody that's been introduced so far in the same movie together, and yeah, we'll finally get to see, like, the Avengers actually, like, join up with the Guardians of the Galaxy. So yeah, it finally does sound great that we're gonna get to finally see the Guardians of the Galaxy with the other Avengers. So yeah, it does, like, really sound epic, but are they really gonna be able to, like, balance this out enough to the point where we actually will be able to follow it alright, and just like there won't be like so much going on with all these characters that it'll just become like really jumbled, and it'll just like really be hard to keep up with? Because I mean, there have been movies that have happened like that before, where like it just seems like there is just so much stuff going on that it's just like kind of hard to keep up with it and like really like follow it alright. And that's just something that I have a really like big concern with this film, just because with absolutely like all of these characters that are going to be in it so far, like this has the most characters in one MCU movie than we've ever seen before. Like with the first Avengers, it was just like all the ones that were basically introduced so far. There was like Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Hulk, Hawkeye, and Black Widow. And then in Age of Ultron, like we did get like some new characters introduced that had like there was like a Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch and uh yeah, also like Falcon was in that movie, and yeah, we did get some other characters like that. And even like in Captain America Civil War, we did get like some more, like of course like Ant-Man was there, and we also had Black Panther and Spider-Man. So yeah, we did get more characters like that, but yeah, this one is like just like everyone that we've had so far are in previous films. And yeah, it just like has a really big cast of characters here, and I just really have concerns like with all these characters that are going to be on screen and in this movie, will we be able to keep track of everything okay? Whether it is like absolutely like everybody working together, like all these characters all working together to like settle whatever the conflict is in this movie, or even if we just have like one group of characters like together, and then in another place we have another group, like even like if it goes on like that, I mean, will it still like go okay? Will we be able to follow this all right? And it won't just be like there's so much going on that it won't that we'll be able to follow it just fine. Yeah, I just like yeah, that's really what I have a concern with, because yeah, who knows what could go on? I mean, yeah, because yeah, this is said to be like set around like this is set up probably like around like 4 years after the events of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So yeah, time has gone by since that, and yeah, and then like this film is like said like the Avengers are still like torn apart after like the events have gone on in Captain America Civil War. So yeah, probably in this film like the Avengers will all like kind of like be separated in like with Captain America's group that he had in Captain America Civil War, we saw like they were kind of like being locked up or something, like taken as prisoners. So yeah, they'll probably be like that. And then with Iron Man's group, like they'll probably like they'll probably like still kind of work together, but they won't be like they'll be like kind of a little dysfunctional and stuff because of like all those events and stuff. And yeah, who knows what's gonna happen with people like Spider-Man and Thor and Hulk and yeah, all the other characters that really like didn't have a part in Captain America Civil War. Like who knows what's gonna happen with those? And yeah, how will the Guardians of the Galaxy like come intact with the Avengers and stuff? And yeah, and speaking of which, in this film, like we do have like Captain America. Like I said, he is a character in this film. But yeah, let me talk about him real quick and what might be going on with him in the movie, because yeah, in this film, like Wikipedia only has him listed as Steve Rogers and not Captain America, and like on Wikipedia, it's like saying that the Russo brothers are hinting that like he won't be going by Captain America in the film, and like they said that they feel that him dropping the shield is, well, like at the end of Captain America Civil War, is like a sign of him kind of letting go of the Captain America identity and admitting that certainly the identity of Captain America is in conflict with the choice he was making. And yeah, his responsibility to himself is now in conflict with his responsibility to others, and he'll struggle to resolve that. His road for her word involves figuring out who Steve Rogers is without the shield. So yeah, it looks like there may be like a story arc in this film regarding Steve Rogers, aka Captain America. I would probably have to speculate that in this film, maybe like when it starts, he is like not going by Captain America anymore, and he's just going by Steve Rogers, and he's probably like going to be going through a conflict or something in this film, like with his own life and stuff, and kind of like having a responsibility to himself. But then, like as like all this stuff is going on, whatever it is with the Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy, maybe then like at one point like we'll see him like kind of go back and like kind of just grab the shield and then like reassume the identity of Captain America, and then he'll come join in with the rest of the Avengers and and like take back the Captain America identity and stuff, and that's what'll go on with him in the film. Yeah, I mean, I really am not sure what will happen with that. I mean, I was saying before, like you may remember back when I was kind of like making that video about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, asking whether or not another MCU character would appear in the film, and yeah, as it turned out, like another MCU character didn't appear in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, so yeah, we're still yet to see any other Marvel character interact with the Guardians of the Galaxy, so yeah, this will be the first time we see that. So yeah, who knows if there will be like another Avenger like coming towards the Guardians of the Galaxy and like bringing them intact with the Avengers, or if like there will be something where like the Guardians of the Galaxy actually do come to the Avengers and join up with them. Yeah, I mean, who knows what could happen with that. But yeah, there's all that. But yeah, I'm just like concerned that with all these characters that they've got in it, like I said before, or with like this one's just said to include absolutely like every single character that they've introduced into the MCU so far, with like Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Hulk, Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man, and Ant-Man, Black Panther, War Machine, yeah, all of those characters, yeah, just absolutely everybody, like, just go down the list. Yeah, it's just like, I'm kind of have, like, concerns that whether this is gonna, like, be okay and we'll be able to follow this alright, or just, like, with all these characters that they have introduced into this movie and everybody that will be featured in this movie, will it just be like too jumbled up to the point where it's going to be too kind of like difficult to really keep track of everything going on in this film? So yeah, that's just like the big concern I have with it. Like, of course, like this is something that they've really like been building up to ever since like the MCU started, and I do think like this is kind of like a good way to really like celebrate like 10 years since the start of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because yeah, this movie is coming out basically like 10 years since it started with Iron Man back in 2008. And yeah, this is coming out like May 2018. So yeah, I guess like this is kind of in a way a good to like celebrate like 10 years of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So yeah, I guess it's good in that sense. But yeah, and of course like I really am like still like really anticipating this movie. You like I'm just like still counting down like the days to see this movie, and so yeah, I'm really anticipating it. But yeah, it's just like my concern with it. Like, I'm just like really hoping that everything goes okay with this film, and it really doesn't become like too jumbled up to the point where we'll be unable to really follow it because there's just too much going on with all these characters. But yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see how this pans out. So yeah, let me know what you think about Avengers: Infinity War, and if you do have any concerns with it, if you kind of like feel the same have this kind of like same concern that I do about it, if it's going to be too jumbled up with all these characters. Yeah, just let me know how you feel about this. Alright, but yeah, that's all I really have to say about this. Yeah, I just really hope everything turns out okay, but we'll see. Yeah, it still has like a couple more movies in the MCU before we get to this. Like, there is still like the next Thor movie, which is coming out in November, and then there's also Black Panther, and then I think that this is coming next. So yeah, let me just check real quick. Uh, yes, that is. Yeah, it's gonna be Thor coming up next in November, and then yeah, the Black Panther movie will come out in February 2008, and then yeah, this movie will then be after that. So yeah, I guess like we'll like still be like some stuff going on. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Black Panther's gonna get like his own film, so yeah, we'll know more about him than we got to see of him in Captain America: Civil War. So yeah, that's good. But yeah, so yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to wait to see how this movie really does pan out. So yeah, like I said, let me know how your thoughts about the film and what you think about all these characters being added in. Alright, but anyway, so yeah, that's all I really have to say about this. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.